Go ahead on set.
Rolling.
Action.
Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Cut. Today we actually have really exciting news with something that is a bit different from what we've been doing. Yes, it is another movie review, right?
But it's
it's day of release movie review, spoilerless.
We have finally watched a movie on opening day, and we're going to give you a non-spoiler, completely biased review about how we felt about this movie.
Definitely completely biased. But yeah, Thor released in the US earlier today, and we went and saw it. A couple informative details. We saw it in IMAX. The movie was actually made for IMAX, was filmed for IMAX, and you can see it on the ads for it. And we also saw it in IMAX 3D.
Because of course.
Yep. So, yeah, let's talk about it a little bit. First impressions. First of all, I think seeing it on 3D added nothing to it.
Why do you say that?
I think most of the details, like, I know it was made for IMAX, but it wasn't really made for 3D. There is certain movies that you see it, like, okay, before the movie started, they showed the whatchamacallit?
Trailer for Avatar.
The trailer for Avatar that is coming in December in 3D. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is just gonna be amazing. This movie looks so good.
Yeah.
And you can tell they actually thought about the 3D aspect of it. Now, for Thor, yes, you could see some 3D aspects to it, but it wasn't really made for it. So I don't think 3D added much, if anything.
Yeah, at certain times I felt like, oh, I bet if I took my glasses off right at this exact moment, like, I wouldn't be missing a whole lot. There was, like, only just, like, a few moments where I was just, like, awestruck, really. And that was more moments where we were flying around with the characters or something like that. Like, it wasn't the most insane 3D experience, and I feel like with that 3D Avatar trailer, I felt like I was way more immersed in the world. Like, the characters in the background were popping out significantly more.
It was more
than
deliberate.
The entire Thor movie.
Yeah, it was more deliberate.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, if you have the opportunity to see it in 3D for a reasonable price, go for it, by all means. Now, if you're gonna pay $10 more per person to see it in 3D, maybe not.
Yeah. See
it on IMAX, though, because it was made for it, and I bet if you don't see it on IMAX, you're going to be missing some amazing details. And I
it's
could
very colorful. I'm sure y'all have seen that in the trailers. So IMAX, I think, really helps enhances all those little details that they put in there.
Now, if you don't know what IMAX is it's just pretty much a bigger screen that actually shows you more details that you will miss from the black bars, and it also is enhanced audio and image. Now, with the enhanced audio, I think IMAX is definitely worth it for this movie.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of music, a lot of soundtracks in there that you definitely want to listen to.
This villain also he's not like Thanos or that sort of thing where it's like big. He's very much like traveling in the shadows, per se, you know, like he's very quiet in his tactics, so I actually think it worked really well on IMAX. You're able to actually hear him like doing his attacking, which I think helps a lot for this character. He doesn't
which actually
go in
I think works perfect with what Avatar has been doing lately. What Avengers have been doing, that Marvel has been doing lately, of being more targeted to young adults as opposed to kids, per se. Because as a 21-year-old myself, I can go watch this movie, and I don't feel like I'm watching a superhero movie that is like, oh yeah, Superman. I think these movies are much more adult.
Oh yeah. And
there is some horror, like tension aspect in all of this, like this one and Doctor Strange. You can definitely see the improvement in those aspects. That being said, in Thor, the comedy is on point. Like, there is so much comedy.
There's quite a few times where I was thinking to myself, because obviously kids love Marvel, right? And I was just like, oh, their parents' ears are going to be bleeding. Because it's like, you can't avoid some of the comedy. And it's not like in kids' cartoons where a joke is made just for the adults and it's like brushed off.
Oh, this
no,
is
they
like
keep
on the
mentioning
nose.
the joke, and you know exactly what they mean.
You'll know what we're talking about. Like you'll see it.
When you see that scene, you'll understand. So definitely not for children. I don't even know what it's rated actually.
I would say go with your kids. I don't think it was that bad.
I mean, you can see quite a bit of the movie in the trailer, so I guess you can make it for yourself what you think.
Yeah.
Let me see what the rating is.
Now, something that many people have been arguing about, and this is no surprise because you can see it on the trailer again, is that Thor's lover comes back as Mighty Thor. Mm-hmm. Many people have been mad about it. Many people have been really happy about it. Me personally, I'm indifferent.
Same. Yeah.
I think the movie would have been pretty much the same with or without her. I appreciate, like, Thor loving in general, like, from the beginning. But actually, this movie gives you a deeper insight in how his relationship with Jane actually was.
Yeah. Because I feel like she was, like, there, and then suddenly she just was not a part of his life.
But in this movie, you get to see what actually happened between them. And that part is really nice.
It's a really nice resolution, I think, to everything.
For sure.
That being said, I still felt weird leaving the theater. The same thing with Doctor Strange. I think I said this to you when I left. I was like, something feels different about these two Marvel movies where it's not the same experience. It's not just like an action film. There's just something different about it that I can't quite place my finger on. In this movie, for instance, there was so much more comedy, so much more narration that I think I had a hard time taking some of it completely seriously.
At points, yeah.
So that's like my personal opinion. Doctor Strange, at least, there was that constant looming threat that I feel like there was like a better looming threat in that one. We're constantly going back to it. Where this one, there was many times where it's completely just focused on the comedy aspect. Maybe that's the style of filmmaking that the director decided to go with.
And I believe...
but it just felt a lot different, I think. To me.
And I believe that's what Marvel has been trying to do with Thor, especially for the past couple of movies. Like, even making him fat during Endgame was a big moment of, like, that's pretty much for the jokes. Pretty much for the jokes.
Which a lot of people had issues with, of course.
Yeah. Even though it's, like, the closer representation of an actual Thor... mythologically correct Thor. But yeah, definitely for the jokes, and they've just been trying to use this character as a comedic relief sometimes. But I think they were derailing a little bit, and they're trying to bring it back without losing that essence, like that work that they did to bring him into comedy. But I think overall, I really like the movie. Obviously, it's a Marvel movie. You gotta go watch it if you're a Marvel fan. Now, don't come expecting a Avengers movie, because it's not.
Oh yeah.
Like if you think back to pre-Avengers movies, and when I say pre-Avengers, I mean like pre the first Avengers movie, when you had like the solo Thor movie or even the solo Hulk movie. Those movies were much more toned down, because I think right now we all have this feeling of like, ooh, when it's this other superhero gonna appear in this movie? Because sometimes it's like, they're in a big trouble. Why are they not requesting help from the other superheroes that they fought with? Just try to take that out of your head, because they're not gonna have much help other than whatever help you see on the trailers already. Surprises obviously come, but it's not like they're not gonna hide from you the fact that Captain America is in the entirety of the movie helping him solve anything. Yeah. So don't come expecting that. It's not an Avengers movie. It's a solo movie. So if you want to know how that feels, go back and watch those first movies of the superheroes. Much more toned down. The threat is different than someone that is trying to conquer the entire universe, killing every single human. Thanos.
Yeah.
Just come expecting something personal, something that definitely affects the one character, just like you did with Doctor Strange when that one character affected that one superhero. So I think that's like the mindset that you have to come with.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, I think you mentioned this, which I thought was interesting, how there was one small detail from the Eternals that you saw in Thor.
Yeah, I mean...
That could potentially be the only thing linking everything as of right now. Because, like, you're right. We didn't see a single sign of any other Avenger in this film at all. It was just all about Thor and his storyline and his people. Every other Avenger was just off doing something else. I don't know.
Now, I haven't seen Eternals, so I cannot really confirm that this is a detail from the Eternals. I mean, you'll know what I'm talking about when you see the movie. If it's not, I am so sorry. I haven't seen the Eternals. I haven't gotten to that point because I'm trying to watch them all in timeline with Kate. But I believe there are like statues and stuff like that probably reference the Eternals.
Yeah.
Just like they did at the end of Doctor Strange.
Definitely seems like something bigger is going to probably happen with them. Because I don't know if you guys remember, too, Doctor Strange had an end clip with one of the women from the Eternals as well. So maybe we'll get something combining their stories to some extent. I mean, it would make sense since Thor, is just permanently in the universe hopping and bopping around. So...
Now, on the topic of end scenes, there is two on this one. One at the end of the fun credits with the graphics and stuff. That has a big surprise.
Yep.
That if you know Marvel Comics, you've been expecting this and you've been wanting it to happen. So you definitely have to stay for that one. Now, there's another end credit scene past the boring credits. That one, I don't know how to take... I mean, it could mean a lot, but it could also mean nothing. It could also mean just, like, a cycle being closed. But it could also mean a big door being open. So just stay for both of them.
My initial thought was that it was just trying to wrap it up even more.
Could be.
But it could also mean, like, another thing that could be mentioned in a sequel. I don't know. It's hard to say. But the first end credit is definitely going to signal a sequel.
Yeah, for sure.
Sequel, for sure. Yeah.
It might also make you a little sad we'll talk about it later.
This is no spoilers.
Anyways, I want to see what was the budget for this movie.
So according to a bunch of different websites, it seems they've estimated like 180 to 200. Another source said 250 million. That's around the same budget that Doctor Strange had, maybe even more. So it's kind of going back and forth. Early estimates of box office this weekend was about...
Because it came out today.
Fine. Well, because some people went to see it at the midnight showing as well, Thursday night. They said initially like 29 million. Now another source is saying 5 hours ago, $70 million. So
it's going up, and we'll see what happens by the end of the week.
I have a feeling it's going to keep going up because,
for sure,
Marvel fans have wanted something for a little bit.
It's a whole...
2 Marvel movies in one summer. How cool is that? And then
we
have Black Panther.
We have Black Panther coming.
In the November, I think, yeah.
I think it's a really exciting time to be alive if you really like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, that kind of stuff. If you feel like you were left out by not being alive while those movies were coming out, it's a great time to be a Marvel fan.
Yeah.
Because in many years, we're going to look back at these movies and be like, we were alive while those movies were coming out. And it was insane saying I have to wait 3 more years for the next movie of this one character to come out. So appreciate it.
Enjoy the ride.
I know it's a stressful saying like, but what happens? But you gotta enjoy the ride for sure.
Yeah. They're cooking up something.
Yeah. If you want to go see this movie, I mean, if you're in Boston or anywhere in the U.S., I will recommend Tuesday discounts. We go to an AMC theater, but I know many other theaters, like most theater companies, cinema companies, have discount Tuesdays. So that's a great deal that you can go see movies for $5-6 a piece. But you definitely gotta try to see this movie. It's great.
Yeah.
If you like Marvel. That being said. Also, if you like theology, you gotta see this movie. Like, you gotta see this movie. Even if you don't like Marvel, you're gonna love it. Just by, like, the references and stuff.
See, I actually feel a little bit different, but we'll get to that when we do spoilers in a few weeks.
Yep, by the end of the month, we'll be posting another episode talking about this amazing movie, Thor. That one will be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit longer, with more information, spoilers, recap, you name it.
Breaking down the entire plot.
And we'll talk about it more, and we'll actually have hopefully we'll have a guest for that one. I guess that's been on our channel before, in a podcast before. But it'll be really exciting. So hang tight and just go see it. We'll talk about it. Please DM us on Instagram what you think. I would love to talk about it once you see it. You can follow the podcast on our Instagram at Encaught the Podcast, and you can follow me at Sebas Alip.
And you can follow me at Kate Johnston 622.
Thank you so much for joining us one more day. It is literally midnight. I'm about to post this episode. And yeah, we'll see you later on this week.
Sounds good. See ya.
And cut.